Hey everyone, Tyler here. Been a while since we put out a bat rep, so I decided to just take a quick video here and display my Tyranid progress so far. So I have pretty much all of my army completed except for I think 32 gaunts or termagants, and I think there's 7 or so rippers, and then just a few spore mines. But for the most part, it's pretty complete. So I just wanted to go and let you have a look at my army. So I got a few Hormagaunts completed. Some of my old ones, I painted these when I was a lot younger, but decided just to keep them the way they are, just because to look at before and after for my painting techniques. So definitely improved a lot, as you can see. And quite a few Termagants as well. Definitely think I want to get a hold of the Swarm box kit, just double my gaunts, and that way I can do a true swarm list every now and then if I want to. Don't really have enough now to do a solid swarm list plus 2. Back here I only got 1 Carnifex. I really want to get 2 more so that way I can run broods of 3, then really fill out all my heavy support options. I got 2 Bio Warriors. I really want to get 1 more of them, just have a unit of 3. Get a fair number of zone throws. I don't think I'll need any more of them. Maybe 1 more down the road just to fill out that unit in case I run 2 broods of 3. If that ever happens. My Trigon, I've been running him as a Moloch or a Trigon. Definitely think I'm going to get another one, maybe just buy a used one on eBay or something, and just like a Moloch, or swap the head out, do a Moloch one and another one. My Exocrine, he is magnetized, as you can see. So I do have the Haruspex head. I don't have that painted yet, but I got his arms done, and so I might run him from time to time, but I like the Exocrine so far, so I'll probably use him more often. Of course, my Warriors, Hive Guard. I was debating on getting 3 more of them, but I haven't really used them as much as I thought I'd be, just being with the ballistic skill dropping and how much we need Synapse, and Zone Throats can fill that role. I definitely need Venom Throats. I actually don't have any Venom Throats, which kind of sucks. Of course, my Carnifex back here. He is magnetized too, so I got my 4 Devourers. I actually just made 2 sets from Scything Talon Claws, and then just took a Devourer from a Gaunt kit and just pinched that together. So that actually turned out good. So definitely can magnetize a bunch more if I get a few more Carnifex. My Tyranid Prime and Swarmy back there with his guards. The old Swarm Lord, and of course, one of my most commonly seen models you'll probably watch in bat reps, Flying Hive Tyrant. I'm on the hunt actually to get a Forge World Hive Tyrant. I really love that model. It's a shame though that just after I started, a month or so, they took it off the website, and that was before I really knew what I was getting, and I actually missed out on that. So I really want to try and find one if I can, unpaint it and add that to my fleet here. It's dual Flyrants is kind of where it's at. HQ wise, yeah, I got another set of Warriors. So yeah, these are painted when I was younger, as you can see, illegally kitted out with a Barb Strangler and a Venom Cannon. So figured I'd pack a lot of heat back then, but oh well. So I just proxy them as a Devourer, Despot, or whatever I plan on using. And then my 12 Gene Stealers. I was thinking about getting some more of these guys, but maybe they'd probably be one of the last things I get, whereas I want to get the Carnifex and more Biovores, Venom Throats. They're kind of on the list first now, or that Forge World Tyrant if I can find them. But I do run them every so often, but I'm not a huge fan of them. They are fun when I do use them. And then I got my 20 Gargoyles. Another reason I want to get the Swarm kit is add 10 to them so I can run 2 broods of 15. So I find that 15 is the minimum you need for them to be effective on the table as a screen and an actual threat. So I think adding 10 more would be perfect to them. So these guys are a pain though until you get them all painted and glued together just so stands fall off. But once they're all done, it's a lot easier. And my Raveners. These guys I loved using in 5th edition. They weren't always the best, but they're just really fun to use. It sucks how much Synapse actually hurts these guys now, where they'll hit each other for the Synapse and they move 12 inches, so pretty much just got like the Flyrant, or I guess you could use Shrikes, but Shrikes aren't very good, and I don't really like them. So these guys are kind of hard to use now, which really sucks because I love running them, but Maybe I'll find a way to use them or just send them up anyway and hope for the best, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get them in some of my more fun list. And of course my Turbigon back here. I actually got these guys magnetized too. So you can see his arms magnetized there. I have another acid spray I'm working on, so in case I run dual Tyranofexes. I got the Turbigon belly on there too, so. And then the guy beside him, this is the actual Tyranofex head. But I did stick on Turbigon belly, so I can kind of use them back. They're backwards compatible pretty much. And I finally got the acid spray all done up. This guy, so he's primarily my Tyranofex now because I had a lot of success running him. And one of my most recent painting, finally got my crone finished. So got the base all done up on him. Did a cool little rock theme. Yeah, so that turned out pretty good. Yeah, I'm really excited to use him again. I like using the crone. I might try with the harpy, but I feel like with running biovores, I already have a really strong anti-infantry as it is, so probably won't run the harpy too often, but might try getting some more crone. Yeah, 2 crones and 2 Florence would be a pretty deadly list to make up. It seems to be what you're seeing competitive-wise more often now. So yeah, there's a look at my tiers. I think there's, with all the upgrades and going what you see is what you can get, I think I'm sitting at like 3,800 points about there. Plus I got the spore mines and all those other gods I gotta paint, so I gotta add them in. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and get a hold of a swarm kit, add that in there, and then get one more biovore and then one more Carnifex. I think that would really finish off my swarm, and then I also really want that other Flyrant. If I have to, I might just get another one of these Flyrants, but yeah, and I guess too, Tyrant Guard wouldn't be too bad. Get a few more of them, because running swarm, I've run them a few times now. Playing against demons is the most I've run him. I've run him twice playing against them, and actually he did pretty good. But he needs more guard. He did good with the gargoyles screening him, but the one guard there, it protected him a fair amount, but he's pretty exposed after that. He's definitely a solid buffing unit. He's not the close combat monster he used to be, but I just really love the model of him too. He's a blast to use, but whereas, as you've noticed, I mostly play Eldar, and there's Tau and Imperial Guard, and Dark Elder. It makes it tough to run him, but it's definitely a fun challenge to see if I can run him successfully, so I really love using him. But it's good actually playing those armies, makes it much more difficult for me and allows me to really flesh out how to run my swarms. But it's a ton of fun, and it's not like we tailor against each other when we play, so it's always a chance. So my Titan back there is a scratch build Titan. It's not very good. I just whipped it together like in a few weeks just for those random apocalypse games we'll be doing. Hopefully get a bat rep of one of those, but I actually just made it out of cardboard, so I'll walk on those templates. So that turned out pretty good. Then you got all my Marines I'm working on. The Centurions there. Those are Gaunts actually. Yeah, I got my Centurions I need to build. I got like 30, yeah, I think 30 tactical Marines, 10 assault Marines I got to build in there, so I got the kit up there. I actually got a sweet deal on Biomp Kijiji. Got like Storm, actually over here. Storm Raven I got, and I think it was 5 assault Marines and 10 tactical Marines for 90 bucks. So I basically just bought Storm Raven new and got bonus 10 Marines and 5 assault Marines. I got all my veterans and scouts in there. Still working on it. We've got 1 Centurion built. Razorback. Predator over there. I plan on magnetized. I get the weapon magnetized, but I drop pods. Actually do. I'm planning on doing Ultramarines too. I don't know if I mentioned that before, so I got Tigurias here. And of course, we got my little Storm Talon there. So yeah, got quite a few, well, fairly nice sized Marine force on the go. So eventually we'll get around to painting them. I still got tons of Tyranids, and planning on doing something else after I do the Tyranids. We're gonna paint up. I have a Planetary Empires pack, so we were thinking about running one of those campaigns for the summer. It sounds like a blast, and just to get everyone involved more, and probably do some bat reps following that. So yeah, so look forward to that. Hopefully if I can get that done on time. So we got tons of Tyranids to paint, plus not to mention if I get that swarm kit Tons and tons of gaunts to go through, but I'm pretty quick at painting them now, so it shouldn't take too long. Just power paint those. So yeah, so there's my Tyranids. Hope you liked the look at them. So this is kind of what to expect and see in my bat reps. Some of the variety you might see in my list. I try and use most of my units, being that I got my Hormagaunts finally all painted up here. And if I get the Swarm Kit, I'll definitely try running them more. Never you really use them, but try and get a lot of variety in just so I can use all my models. I hate buying models and not using them. But so far the Codex looks pretty, there's a fair amount of variety, but still testing things out. So definitely look forward to more videos coming up. Hopefully get a bat rep or two coming this weekend. If we're lucky we get a Dark Elder one in, which will actually be a ton of fun. Really looking forward to trying to play the Dark Elder with the new Codex and see how that goes. So stay tuned, subscribe, and for those who have subscribed, thank you, and we appreciate you watching our videos.